What's up, folks? Welcome back to the garage. As you noticed from the thumbnail, I went to MOT with my two old classics, and it was 50% success. One of those passed and another didn't. And in this video I will tell you how the car managed to do the MOT and what was the cause that another one failed the MOT. If you haven't watched my channel or haven't seen my cars before, this is Volvo 940 turbo, original turbo, with the B230 FT engine. Quite nice car. Even it has about 500,000 kilometers behind. And the one and only, the red hot hatch, Peugeot 205 GTI, and of course big block 1.9. And in Finland I have to pass the MOT every year with these cars, so it's a great fun. With the 940 I even checked the brakes, I checked the lights, everything, so this car was ready. And the same thing with the 205, I checked all the lights, brakes are like adjusted and everything supposed to be okay. And first I will reveal which one passed and I show the results, and then I tell you which one didn't, and I have to go there again. There's a joke in Finland that sometimes the MOD guys, they love the car so much that they want to see it again. And it was 940 that passed the MOT. Well, there was one small thing I have to fix, but now I can drive this car, and the next MOT is about in a year. But next I will show you the results. Sorry, the document is in Finnish, but I will translate it, or at least I try. You can see there's the numbers 5,004. 504,000 kilometers. Sorry. That's a quite nice mileage for Volvo. Shock absorbers, front axle, rear axle, left and right. And the difference is 22%, and rear axle there was 50 and 58, and the difference was 14%. Well, the shocks are not perfect anymore, but I have a plan for that later. But these went okay, no problems. And brakes, front axle, rear axle, and handbrake, left 3.2, right 3.3, and difference only 3%, and 30% is the maximum which is allowed. And the rear axle 1.4, and the right was 1.9, and the difference was 26, which is just above the 30%. And if you have watched my earlier Volvo video, you can remember that I just fixed this left side. This side was getting a little bit hot, and outer piston was stuck, and I think it's still a little bit stuck, but it's working a little bit, because otherwise this would have been fail. And actually I have a solution for this problem. I just got the spare parts. And if you are wondering what are these are road signs. I will know at the winter time where to push the snow away. I put these in the edge of the ditch, so I know that I'm not driving the tractor to the ditch. I got parts for 940, new brake pads, rear, and repair kit. There should be all the rubbers for both sides for the calipers. So I hope that in winter time we can fix the rear brakes. I hope. And what else? And handbrake 1.5, 2.0, difference 25%. Well, I have the adjustment screws on both sides nowadays, so it will be quite easy to fix the handbrake. I just tied a little bit the left side, no problem. And the overall brake strength 3.5 is that kilonewton. And all the emissions, no problem. But there's I have to do something, but I passed. This is hyväksytty, is in English passed. I have to repair this thing about in a month. It's about visibility. The windscreen is cracked, and I have to do something about that. Or actually, I have to change the windscreen. I was a little surprised about this. You can see there's the crack, because this car has passed the MOT several times with this windscreen, but this time he decided that it's too dangerous to drive a car with a crack like this. Well, I just have to find a used one, and I have the local guy who changed the windscreen for that car, so there's no problem. I just have to find a used one, so it shouldn't be expensive. Well, I hope. But otherwise, the Volvo is in very good condition and it's passed. And the problem was, surprise, 205. I have passed the MOT quite many times with this car without problems. Well, maybe sometimes a little bit with the rear brake, but otherwise this has been quite easy car. But next I will show you the results. 190,000 kilometers, brakes, no problems. Front axle, only 1% difference, and rear axle, sorry, not the brakes, the shock absorbers, 81, 80, 65, 67, so these are in very good condition, no problems at all. Well, the brakes, 1.7, 1.9, difference is 11%, and 30 is allowed. 0.7, 0.8, difference only 30%, no problem. And the handbrake, the difference was only 17%. So brakes are just fine in GTI, but the emissions, it was failed. Hylätty is in failed is in Finnish hylätty. And O2 was 12%. It should be below 5, and this is on idle. And it was a big environmental hazard, my car. And O2 was too high in idle, and it gives wrong emission values, so they didn't even take with the RPM because it failed with the idle. And I have 1 month to fix this, so I have to find out a solution. Well, I found something. This is one of the problems in 205 GTIs. all the brackets are plastic and they broke like this also, and you can see this should be attached there, but it's not. I have fixed this at least once, so I just have to, well, maybe I have to try to find a new one. This actually I don't know the name in English for this part, but I pour the oil to the engine through here, so this might be one of the reasons. And after I have fixed that, I will take this car to local shop because they have proper equipment, and we try to adjust the emissions below the O2 level before under the 5%. So that will be interesting to see how we will manage to do that. Well, one passed, one was failed, 50%. I hoped 100%, but it is what it is with the old cars. But I think we can pass the 205 also. But hey, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and comments down below. That would be great. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, now is a perfect time to do that, and also ring the bell. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.